Hello friends, and welcome to a paint with me video. I'm recording this at 10 at night, so I will be a little on the DL right now, and I hope you guys are just down to chill, and paint, create with me, whatever you want. You can just have this on the background or whatever. I don't really have any talking points per se. I don't really have anything planned for this one actually. But I do have some ramblings, so I hope you are okay with that. I also hope that this audio turns out okay, because right now I have 2 socks covering my Tascam mic, because I don't have a dead cat. So I hope this sounds okay. So right now must be a few B-roll clips of me painting some clay pins, which I have been kind of prototyping and testing out. My friends say that they think that it's cute, so I don't know, maybe I'm probably gonna sell these ones, which leads me into my first, I guess, thought bubble of the video, which would be starting an online shop. I have been for the longest time wanting to open up an online store of my own. I've seen so many other creators and artists do that as well, and I follow quite a few self-employed artists online on Instagram, on YouTube, and I don't know, I just kind of find it inspiring in a way, and it's something that I've been looking forward to as I am getting older. Once all of this, and I'm gesturing generally to everything, once all of this is over, I hope to open up a little shop of my own, little online store, maybe just to sell some prints and little merchandise thingies like clay pins and stickers, maybe buttons, who knows. Mostly just because I really want to get myself out there as an artiste, as an illustrator, if you will. Mostly because I really want to encourage myself to create more and I guess kind of push myself to make content that other people will enjoy. So I guess in a way it's kind of something that'll essentially just push me to create more and to continue creating, because I think that's something that I don't really want to let go of. So yeah, I have a couple designs actually. The one that you must be watching right now would be me painting little alien spaceships, which I am a huge cryptid fan, and I definitely believe that extraterrestrial life is real. Excuse me for dorking out, but actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go on a little bit on a tangent. I have a button on my backpack actually that says flying saucers are real. And that is mostly because I don't think that Earth is the only planet with quote-unquote intelligent life. And I say that in quotes because sometimes we can be really dumb. And I definitely think that life exists elsewhere in the galaxy. And so it seems that a few light years away would be a planet that would sustain life. I have been a bit of a space nerd for a while, so I just think that it's quite interesting. Because there's absolutely no way like that Earth is the only one, and I personally believe that aliens haven't like shown themselves I guess, like made themselves known per se to humans because they think that we are incredibly stupid, and I do not blame them, because if there are aliens, that means that they have spaceships, and spaceships are very, very like high-end technology that I can barely comprehend, and I tried to study rockets and Jesus no. And if aliens have got it nailed down and they're just looking down on Earth at us literally scrambling just to, I don't know, literally doing whatever we want on Twitter. I think it's pretty reasonable that they would want to leave us alone for now. Maybe let us develop a little more. I don't know. But that's my take. let me know what you guys think about aliens. I don't know. I personally think that they're real, and they're definitely out there. They just think that we're too stupid to comprehend them. So, where was I going with this? Oh, jeez. Going back to the shop thing, I've heard a lot about essentially just being self-employed and, I guess, quote-unquote, an entrepreneur. And the only reason why, well, I mean, aside from the creative aspect of it, one of the only reasons why I'm super interested is because I kind of just want to know, and I just want to, like, understand the behind the scenes of getting shop stuff ready, and you know, it's just something that has always intrigued me ever since it came up on my feed, like last year, I think. So it's a relatively new interest of mine, but I am absolutely dedicated to this. Like, I really want to do it, and I've been planning for next summer, although next summer would be when I'm moving into university, so I'm not entirely sure if that would be a great idea. But I don't know, we'll see where the future takes us. And I'd really love to bring you guys along for the ride. That'd be great. Just in case anyone else happens to be inspired. Emphasis on happens to be inspired. But yeah, I am super stoked about it. Just the notion of opening my own shop is insane. And the execution may be messy, but I am willing to go through with it. Oh, I kind of wanted to like expand on that idea of like working in the shop and stuff. I love making things, just making things by hand, and I know that it takes a long time, especially for clay pins, and I don't think I want to make clay pins like my main thing, because I know that I can mess up. Almost 100, it is guaranteed, 100% guaranteed I will mess up on something. So as much as I like the handmade feel, nothing really matches like industrial made, like professionally cut stamps and stickers and prints, you know, all of that stuff. And I know that there's just like this uniqueness to handmade things, which is what I like about like the clay pins and stuff. But I guess nothing really beats the cleanness and precision of machine cut stickers and whatever. But I just like packing things, as boring as that sounds, but it's nice to just like turn my brain off for a little bit. Well, not necessarily like turn it off, but kind of go on autopilot and just like get in the zone, and just pack things, because I've been doing a lot of stuff similar to that at school. I had to pack a few envelopes, and I just turn on some music and organize myself, and I had a whole system going, and like, I mean, I could pack envelopes for like 3 hours straight, without needing like any interruptions or anything. So I don't know, maybe self-employment is the way to go, who knows. What else have I been up to? I've been trying to get back into reading recently, which I think is a hilarious thing to think about. Mostly because I have a very, very, very hard time reading. I used to be an extremely avid reader. I have the books that I finished are actually at the top of my bookshelf. And of course, this isn't like all of the books that I've read, but they're the ones that I cherish the most. And it is Rick Riordan's The Lost Hero series and Riley Pearson's The Kingdom Keeper series. And the whole thing I probably read within a year when I was younger. And the fact that I was able to do that when I was like, I don't know, 10 to 12, the fact that I could do that then and I can barely even keep my head in one book now is incredibly insane. I guess I'm just growing a bit differently, if you will. But I really, really like these, like, the books that I grew up with were kind of like, you know, your standard tween novels. But there have been quite a few really, really good books that have stuck with me, one of them being Wonder. I remember reading that as a kid growing up. I think that was my 8th grade all-school reading book. It was fantastic. I loved that book so much, and the way that it was formatted is just, oh, so nice. Another one that I really loved was Stargirl, mostly because it takes place in Arizona, and oh my god, I live in Arizona. But I mean, aside from that, awesome story. The sequel, Love Stargirl, is written in like a letter format, and oh my god, I used to write letters and stuff like that. I still do, because I love good old-fashioned snail mail. But I don't know, it's just an incredibly charming book. It's by Jerry Spinelli. It's very, very good. But recently I've been trying to get back into reading, mostly because I'm trying to find more time or more things to pass the time, while in quarantine, I guess. I recently purchased, or rather my mother, because we were at Costco and I don't have a membership card, but she does, so she had to pay. But I've been waiting to get this for a while, actually. I got H.P. Lovecraft's Tales of Horror. I got a collection book of Lovecraft stuff, and I have been waiting for the longest time to get my hands on a book like this. I went to Half Price Books to try and get a copy, and then Half Price Books closed over the pandemic, and I was so mad, and incredibly sad as well, because I really liked that bookstore. But I saw this. It was the last copy. It is a gorgeous book. I'll probably put up like a photo somewhere, but this is a very pretty looking book. Maybe it's because I like shiny things and black stuff, but I mean you're not gonna tell me that you wouldn't pick this up and read it, right? And it was the last copy too at Costco. So of course I had to get it. I have not read it yet, but I have perused some pages, and it looks fairly well written. I'd imagine it is H.P. Lovecraft, but I read a few of his horror stories in my English classes, and I am very intrigued, which is why I bought this book. So I am very excited to get around to reading that. But for right now, I'm actually reading a book that was assigned to my senior class, which is called Piecing Me Together by Renee Watson, and it is, wow, it is a good book so far. And I haven't been reading for a while, so it's pretty outstanding. I have made a considerable dent in this book. I'm about a third of the way through, and I did that in I think an hour, which is insane, because that's like a new record for me. I'm usually not able to get past a few pages of a book, but then again, I am reading Shakespeare and Charlotte Bronte, but this is something that is in modern day English, something that I can actually read and comprehend, and I don't have to annotate this one, which I think makes the reading experience so much better. But essentially, Piecing Me Together is a book about a young black teenager who is in her junior year of high school at a private school, and it's kind of like her getting around things. She has a single mother, she lives with her uncle, and it's, wow. I can't even begin to explain how real this feels. and the perspective and the way that it's formatted visually is nice. So this is a very nice change of pace for me, and I think because of the closeness in age of me to the main character of the book, I think it's easier to relate to. But even if you don't have that close of like a connection to this character, I still think that you can, on some form, you can find a connection to this character. You can really feel what she's going through, which I don't necessarily feel in the right place to say that, because I obviously don't understand the Black experience, and it doesn't feel right for me to say that, but like I'm able to like resonate with what the narrator's telling me. And wow, I just really have to, like, I'm not even done with this book yet, but I really have to recommend it because it is very, very well written. It has like 2 awards, I'm pretty sure. Let me look at it. So it has 2 awards, the Coretta Scott King Award and the Newbery Honor Award. It's a Newbery Honor book. Yeah. Incredibly good. Highly recommend it. And then after that, I bought the Goldfinch. I bought it a few months ago, actually, and it has been sitting on my desk under my sketchbooks, and a few envelopes from the mail. And I recently uncovered it while I was cleaning out my desk, and it is just sitting there. I think I'm still on chapter 1 from the first time that I opened that book, but on the list of things that I've got to read, I've heard that it's good, so I'm not gonna shit on it for that, but I feel like it will take me a long time. We'll see. Maybe I'll have enough free time in 2021 to read it. Who knows? With the world as it is, who knows? Maybe I'll have enough time to read it. Anyway, I think that'll do it from me. Thank you so much for watching, for joining me on this chill pain with me. Let me know if you guys want more of this, what topics I should cover in the next one, so then I actually don't ramble. And thank you for sticking around for this long. Thanks for listening to me just talk about whatever. And yeah, this was, I guess, kind of fun to make. So let me know what you guys want to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.